short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a third down stop.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
Offense rolling the dice on this fourth down call. Looking for some space. It's Marshall. Bring him down, but not before he converts that fourth down play. After the run, there's a man down injured on the field. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense comes up now 2nd and 8 after that very short gain on the completion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The receiver grabs it. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
If you want to throw the slant, you've got to predetermine before the snap. If you've got the slant window and frame up the wide receiver, that's an easy completion.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, here's the key on these option plays as a quarterback is that you can't assume that you're always going to pitch the ball. You've got to read the defense and force them to make a decision. Here, there's nobody for the quarterback, and he does a great job of just continuing along that track and getting up the field for a big gain.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
Looking for a receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Buchanan, but the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
That screen fooled nobody. Great recognition from the corner. As soon as the ball was snapped, he recognized what was going on, got into the backfield, and blew it up for a loss.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Almost had it in the end zone for a huge pick. Instead, the offense has one chance on 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good, right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Well, Chris, in modern football, having a back that can catch the ball out of the backfield is not just a luxury, it's a necessity, and here's the reason why. You can't defend everything as a defense if the back can be a threat, and here on third down, he's able to move the chains with a nice completion.
The Hurricanes with 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front seven. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
2nd down after that previous play. And here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I don't know what this quarterback is looking at. It's an RPO, a run-pass option. That is clearly a pass read. Look at the defense sell out in the run game, and they're able to get him down for a loss.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. Now the pass rush gets home. It's Michigan in front at the end of the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through 1 quarter, let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. The Canes will line up to kick it away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. They'll kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
On third down, he drops to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Solid gain there. He's out across the 30.
That's a solid tackle by this defense, just short of the marker.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. A running play called on fourth down. Well, the tackle made, but it's enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. This running back continues to impress, and forget the freshman label. He's had a year of experience now. He's had a tremendous year, and Joel, they clearly trust him, rely on him in this big game.
Chris, what I've been most impressed with is his durability. Normally a young running back, you try to take a few of those carries off of him during the course of the year, but they have just leaned in, and he has delivered.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Chris, this is one of the things I have loved about studying this defense, prepping for this game, is the awareness and their ability to diagnose, in particular, these screen passes. Watch how quickly they are out in front of the intended wide receiver, and they step in front for the interception. That type of awareness is just unique and rare.
Holly Rowe has a report now from the sidelines. Holly?
Checking in from the Miami sideline. Coming off that turnover, they know their defense has had their back, but the offense has to make them pay. This is an opportunity for them to get back in this game. It's been close so far, but the offense has to get on the board. Coming off that turnover, I feel the momentum shifting down here on this sideline. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series. Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Having a guy like this in this area of the field is like a warm blanket for a quarterback. He knows that he's got the big body tight end, great hands. That's a matchup that they can exploit, and he does so for a touchdown here. Chris, that's a beautiful throw by this quarterback.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Marsh. Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's got a crease. Powering through a tackle. Goes out of bounds after a solid gain close to the 45.
Great read by the quarterback in the RPO game. Run pass option. He's reading the defender on the outside, and as soon as that defender defends the pass, he's going to hand the football off. Look at the crease. Beautiful play and an easy pickup for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Well, this offense better figure out this protection because you cannot allow pressure to come right up the middle of the field, right into the face of the quarterback. I think they need to full slide. This running back is not doing a great job identifying the linebackers, and here are the Mike linebackers right in the lap of the quarterback right away.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The sure hands. It's Vaughn. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. A positive start for the offense, trying to lean on this elite quarterback, and Joe showing why he's built such trust with his new team this season.
Chris, that's exactly what his teammates talked about, was that trust that he established. He came in and just worked hard, was one of the guys. And that's what allowed him to become one of the leaders of this group. And now, as an experienced player, that's who they're leaning on.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And following the catch, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A lot of options here on second and short. Will they take a shot or try to pick up the first down? They'll try the ground game here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This offense really clicking.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time. And when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows. You can allow for yards after the catch, all of it. And here, they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
Here's the point after attempt. Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The false start will back him up 5 yards. Now it's 1st and 15. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Offensive line getting set. It's first down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. And after the play, looks like a man is shaken up. Certainly hoping his championship game is not over. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Defense has got him, but that wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
For an offense, it's always important to stay ahead of the chains, and that's how you convert on third down. So a nice pickup there for the offense.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
They try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. The Wolverines will have to punt this one away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense has been clicking so far, but they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. A deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. It's a foot race. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Canes.
Great teams close the half well. That's exactly what we're seeing here, extending the lead going into halftime. The offense goes out there, executes, and puts it in the end zone. This team is running on all cylinders right now.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Extending the play now.
This is exactly what makes this quarterback so effective, is you can do everything right down the field. The secondary is preventing this ball from going down the field, and yet he uses the athleticism to get himself into a short yardage. Now, you look at this down and distance, this is a great time to be aggressive, convert, try to do all the things that put pressure on the defense. Chris, our conversation with this defensive group was all about being physical, and they told us that when the quarterback runs, they have to contact him. Well, they're allowing him to just run out of bounds right here. This is clearly not part of the game plan. They need to be more physical when this guy leaves the pocket. Boy, that is such good timing by the defender. Chris, they're trying to get the ball to the tight end, but right as the ball arrives, you can tell there's some contact there, and he's able to jar it loose and create the incompletion.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play.
Chris, the battle for the most coveted trophy in all of college football has been fierce. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Set for the second half kickoff, but first let's check in with Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. Guys, he is telling his team in the locker room that this is the moment they have got to come alive. They get the ball to start this second half, and trailing in a national championship game, they have to start making some noise. He keeps saying, set the tone, throw the first punch. We'll see if they're able to do that here on the opening drive. Guys?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Such a value add at the quarterback position when your guy can just scramble and move the chains. That is such a help to these drives. You can stay on the field. And again, if you can do that 2, 3, 4 times a game, you are doing a great job as a quarterback.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Favorable situation, 2nd and 4 after they pick up 6 on the first down pass. Pulls it in. It's Buchanan. They stop him, but it's a first down.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the...
He's got space. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled, and that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here. Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Buchanan. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Wow, what a clutch conversion on third down there. You're trailing in the playoff here in the second half of the game. You've got to keep your offense on the field, and they're able to execute.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Kicking team on now for the extra point. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Time to check in now with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
That one moves the ball across the 40.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect a safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. That'll bring up fourth down.
Well, Chris, this is why first and second down are so important. When you're behind the chains on third down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field.
And that sets up a return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. On first and 10, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? A play action, looking to throw. Oh, he escapes. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down.
I love this defensive call. It's third and long. Why not blitz and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback as quickly as possible? It's an aggressive call, sure, and maybe there's some risk, but I tell you, the reward is great, and they get it here with a sack.
They finally get him, but he found a nice land in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. 1, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football. You play with great effort, and you tackle in space, which they're able to do.
It's a positive sign for this running back. He hasn't really been able to get loose today, but protecting the lead in a postseason game, if you can lean on a guy like this, you feel great.
And, Chris, I didn't think they would be able to build a lead without having success running the football. So the fact that they're in this position is just icing on the cake. Now, if you can get your back going, you can probably close this thing out. He is so good late in the game.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is
hurtling up and over. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. Now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Good scramble by this quarterback. I know it doesn't pick up a ton of yards here, but you're creating a more manageable down and distance, and you're getting down and avoiding the hit. It's a really good job managing the game and managing the hits that you're going to take throughout the game.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Pass incomplete. And a man shaken up on the play. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here. Down multiple scores. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, that's a great stop by the defense on 3rd down, but this is just inches to go. I think you go for this. Maybe a quarterback sneak here and maybe a quick count.
Here we go on 4th down. He makes the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs. After the run, there's a man down, injured on the field. The Wolverines are on the move here. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
We take a break for the quarter. It's Miami on top. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Well, comebacks are like puzzles. It happens one piece at a time, and this was a major piece of this puzzle. Had to get the conversion on third down, and they're able to get it. Now they've got to go quickly. Multiple possession deficit. They've got to move fast.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football, create contact to knock it loose.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the left side. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. And the Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball at the 3.
This offense is able to gain yards, run the football near the goal line. That is tough to do, and it sets you up for a little play action here. This defense has got to account for this run game because they're gaining positive yardage. Do you go play action? Maybe even get the quarterback on the outside.
And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, this is a risky throw. You're trying to get that ball into tight coverage in the end zone. Boy, the last thing you want here is a turnover. In my mind, in this situation, it is touchdown, check down. If you don't have that guy open, you got to check the ball down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap.
I love how this defense is flying upfield. Look at them disrupt the timing of this quarterback-oriented run game by getting into the backfield. He's got nowhere to go. This play is stopped before it ever gets started, and it's a loss for this offense because of the aggressive nature of this front seven.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for 6. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Wolverines!
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to try the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, fourth quarter, and able to run the football on first down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Third down play coming up. Quick completion to the tight end. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Chris, that was the defense's chance to get off the field. It's third down. You're trailing. Have to get the ball back, and they give up a conversion. That is a back-breaking play for this defense.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. We got a stoppage here for an injured Canes player. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? QB decides to keep it here. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a...
Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Miami. Too much speed for the defense. Another huge play on the ultimate stage for this quarterback. He's been a great leader by example all season long. Now getting fitted for that championship ring.
Chris, as a quarterback, you prepare for a game like this of this magnitude. And this is an absolute dream performance, as well as he could have played. He's been a great leader. He's done everything right. And I got to say, this guy has been such a joy to cover. What a season. Congratulations. He's going to be a national champion.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And let's check in with Holly Rowe from her sidelines vantage point.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. This time it's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. After the completion, they'll stop to check out an injured player on the field. 1st and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice completion for a 1st down, but in a 2-possession game, they've got to get going. I've always thought you've got to set a time limit for yourself. They need to score by about 155 if they feel like they're going to come back in this game.
Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Open field ahead. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Looking downfield near the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
You need a 2nd possession, so you got to go for broke. This ball has got to be thrown aggressively down the field. It needs to get into the end zone quickly.
4th down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. He heads out of bounds, but he's inside the 20 now.
Well, being down in this game, Chris, they're forced into these opportunities where they have to be aggressive on fourth down. But that's a good conversion. Now, the challenge is to maintain the momentum. Get this ball down the field.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying for a touchdown here. Touchdown, Wolverines! This offense is still clicking. Big Blue answers right back.
Man, Chris, this is beautiful to watch. He sees the coverage, and this quarterback delivers it on time to the corner route. This wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. You can tell that they've worked this route for months, and this one is perfectly thrown for a touchdown.
The extra point gets him within a touchdown, 31-24. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. I'd say if they can keep that passing game going, the last possession, very efficient and precise. 2-minute clock with the running game. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. Quarterback drops back. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
And that is the spark that they desperately needed. Down in this ball game, this offense hasn't done a ton. Defense had to step up, and they do. They're able to not only get the ball back, but they put it in the end zone and close this deficit. What a massive play for this group.
And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Brown. Quick juke to get free. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front seven, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that's a really good defensive play there. If the offense gains more yardage, they're probably going to go for it on fourth down. And the reason is a field goal doesn't really help you. Now a touchdown still beats you going the other direction, but because it's 4th and long, they're likely going to have to kick the field goal. That's an excellent hold by this defense, giving their offense a chance to go win the game. What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. It all comes down to this. National championship on the line, down late in the game. Can they make something happen right now? And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks into the clear. Breaks into the clear. Goes out of bounds, but a solid gain that moves the ball outside the 40. Another clutch play for this quarterback who's having a very solid championship game, Joel. He shows the confidence they have in him in this must-win moment.
Chris, you hit it on the head. It's about the confidence, and you can see that confidence come out in the decisions that he is making. That ball is going to the proper spot. He is playing so efficient right now, and this game is going to be on his shoulders the rest of the way.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up, become a hero? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out.
Well, you got to love a first down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can...
It's caught. He's got room. Goes out of bounds, but they're inside the 25 now.
This is exactly where you want to attack in this situation. Outside of the numbers and then past the chains. Every single time this quarterback drops back, he needs to be looking to those areas.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. They've still got time to go for the win, but they've got to go quickly here. Design quarterback run. They finally corral him at the 1. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
That is just a great offensive series when they needed it most, and they set themselves up to allow that run game to just punch it in right near the goal line. That is a great job. I tell you what, execution at its finest.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. We'll take a timeout here as they check out the injury. And he'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This is going to have to be an absolute monster throw. Unless Cordell Stewart is walking onto the field, I don't know if he can get it all the way into the end zone. He's going to have all his momentum moving forward right up to the line of scrimmage just to get it close to the end zone.
Here comes the pressure. Oh, the defender makes the catch, but it's ruled out of bounds, so incomplete. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, the celebration gets started for one side. Think about the team that lost this game. It came so close to the ultimate dream, a national championship, only to be stopped at the final hurdle. That is going to sting for a long time.
Well, Chris, you can only imagine the pain on that losing side. And these players obviously working so hard, these coaches working so hard, and coming up just a bit short. And now it presents a real challenge for this offseason. Will they use it as fuel to get right back to this point and potentially win a championship next year? Or will it haunt them for the next 6 months? We'll find out next August.
To punctuate another wild, exciting season of college football, one final salute for this season's national champions. For Joel Klatt, Ollie Rowe, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Michigan Wolverines.